the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback laying on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Yellow. Me, I got motion, man. Me, I got this.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Clayton Gathers makes the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 19.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes escaping the pressure right and seeing nowhere to throw. He chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And again, it's Mahomes looking for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, "Oh no, I'm keeping my job." But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He finds an opening past the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 32-yard line. So it was 3rd and 1. The defense, they stacked the box, and that's the problem. You break through that first level, there's no second level.
And most good running teams work against stacked defenses. They don't care if you have 6 in the box, 7 in the box, 8 in the box. It doesn't matter to them. Block people, give your running back a chance, because it could pay off big as it just did there.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw, Brissett. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
26.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Let's get it. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. Our coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Rashawn McCoy off to the races. Kansas City touchdown.
Hey, yo, that's
attention during the rule seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a football like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right, other than that, that ball's out whether forward or backwards. It's live and free for anybody.
No doubt. You say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. That's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They come out here in the I, facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now they'll run it with Scarborough, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Bo Scarborough, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mahomes now to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brissett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second and 12, Brissett. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down now, it's Hines. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for first and 10. To throw is Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs at defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They go right back to Mack. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ready, ready. Shot 53. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that.
They'll run here with Mack, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Colts have taken the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. He'll turn and give this to McCoy running right. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. The 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. No problem there on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Draw play. This is Hines. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Pierre Desir in on the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. To throw, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for this with Mack. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be.
It's caught inside the 25. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 61 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a 1st down carry here from McCoy. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now McCoy. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Oh, the spin. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30, 10, and they're going to score. A long touchdown. No flags, no time remaining, and they're an extra point away from winning the game.
Break out the oxygen tanks, partner. The air just left this place. This crowd was in a frenzy. They thought they were going to win. Now they're just an extra point away from leaving here with a really disappointing loss.
Oh, he missed! Oh, no, he missed the extra point. Victory was in the bag, but not anymore. We're headed for OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now. The ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Give them a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Wait! I'm going wide! Watch the run.
First throw of overtime for Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. Fielded at about the 28. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
Mike, 44. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Now a carry from Mack. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Let's get off the field, defense.
From the 44, Brissett. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now here's Mahomes. forced out to his left. And it's complete to Kelsey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
When plays break down, that's normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football, but as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards, great elusiveness and speed, and well, the Chiefs obviously don't want him to be a running quarterback, but if he sees an angle like he did there, any opening, he has the ability to take it and run. That one complete to Hill. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Anthony Walker in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
At the 19-yard line.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Chiefs,